This is the sanctuary, where we worship and where our priestess lays her head. We are truly blessed that she is here to lead us. I'm fortunate she holds me in her closest confidence. We pray to the goddess Lyria. When war raged in Erethel, we found the words of our priestess to guide and shield us. What other god or goddess holds magic, mystery, and fate in her hands? None. You would be wise to seek her favor. Galafor has been sanctified and blessed by Lyria. Those who weathered her wrath unscathed are blessed as well. Lyria smile on you.
Be with you.
Not a refugee, are you? Don't look it. No Fae, no refugees, not in Tyrion's Rest. They'd have done well to lead a pious life before the war. They think they can come crawling here for a second chance. But it's too late. The wheat has been parted from the chaff. There is nothing for them but to accept their fate as Lyria dealt it. Tuatha, summer, winter, it makes no difference. They're no friend of mortal kind. What do you expect of a thing with no grasp of morality or honor or death? The priestess guides, and I guard. She lights the path, and I keep a sharp eye for those that stray. I fought in Galafor Plain and the War of Paris. Took a wound in Oriator's lance. I serve my time, serve with honor. I fought in the war, but Priestess Corellon is my general now. Without her guidance, every one of us will be huddled in tents like refugees. Well then.
Here's a valiant adventurer come to sleepy Tyrion's Rest. The war cheer you up and spit you out too? If not, it will. And you'll find yourself in some damn tavern, rotting behind a mug of ale. Just a sorry old remnant of the war. Not sorrier than those damn refugees, the poor sots. Best not to talk of them in this village. Lyria doesn't love them, or so I've heard, and she's not the only one. It's a fine hill, if you like to sit and rot in your old age. That or praise Lyria's toes morn, noon and night. The war? Ha! The war's a grislier beast than these poor fools have dreamt of. All right.
Well, a new face. Welcome to the Reedsong Inn. Come in, and Lyria light your way. If you can spare a coin for our troops in the war, well then, all the better. That I do. We all must do our part. Have you got a few coin to spare, then? And what about them? I don't see what they're doing to fight the Fae. There's a good soul. Say, would you do one more favor for an old innkeep? This purse is full of collections. Would you be so good as to bring it to the box in our sanctuary? I can't go myself, and there's someone I can't trust. If you want to know the truth of it, someone's been swiping from the collections. We don't know who, but I'm sure you weren't the one. Lyria, bless your fate. Sanctuary's just across the bridge at the end of the walk. The box is inside. And if you happen upon the thief, and in my opinion it must take place in the darkest night, tell the priestess to white nil at once. As long as you're not a sodding fae, you're most welcome here. High Priestess Tyrion made camp right here on her sojourn to settle Rathir. It is said she was given a vision by Lyria on this very ground. Our goddess and protector, the Alfar's guiding light, it was her will we were spared the Fae sword 10 years back. I hear the conditions in Cluricon are just wretched. My own son was there, gave his life for the cause. That's why I've taken up collection. Every coin goes to those poor soldiers across the water. The sanctuary's crossed the bridge and down the path. The box is inside. You can't miss it. And keep your eyes sharp. A little thief has been taking from that box. Sometime in the dead of night, I imagine. Right enough. Lyria bless.
Ah, the collections.
I have heard someone's been stealing from the box. Can't imagine who.
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost didn't notice you. I'm making remarkable progress in my research. You see, I'm writing the definitive biography on General Oriator. I come from the far north. Although we are farther from the action, a war against the Alfar is a war against us all. Without his courage and tactical brilliance, we'd never have driven the Tuatha from the plains. He and General Varlane are why I've come here, to comb the old battlefields for clues of what happened. You might say she was the moon to Oriator's son. Oh, I know some would take offense to my saying that. All the same, it's true. The first was the Battle of Gallifore Plain, then... Oh, don't get me started. Well, the Battle of Gallifore Plain was the first triumph pinned to Oriator's name. then into Willy, the Dawn March, the War of Parries, Varlane's Gambit, and finally, Oriator's Stand. He died driving the Tuatha from Erethel. The veteran? He has lapsed into drunkenness. He's of no use to my research, or any other way besides. You shouldn't think all Loselfar are so devoted to Lyria. Where I come from, in the north, we take a much more balanced view.
Yes, dearie. You look fit to fight. Heading east then to Cluricon to serve? There's a dear. If you happen to be around there at any odd times, do keep an eye for that thief. Lyria only knows when they're doing it. I'm sure the priestess or White Nil would want to hear of it if you did find the scoundrel. A room in the inn? Why, you're in luck. I have one to spare. I think you'll find it lovely. A nicer spot to rest your weary bones, I can't imagine. Goodbye, then.
Lyria's light be upon you.
Keep the peace, Lieutenant.
Yes, I was stealing from the till. It's not as if those doomed sods off in Cluricon need this gold. Not half as much as where I'm putting it. Not into drink, if that's what you're thinking. There's some wretches off in Forsaken Plain. They don't know it's me. Nobody does. But I leave gold for them when I can, down by Snowmelt. Bloody least I can do. No? Well, it's good to see someone who's got a heart for a change. If I was stealing for drink, they might give me a scolding. If they knew it was for Forsaken Plains refugees, they'd toss me in jail. There's Tyrion's Rest for you. All right.